Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be giving you details about what shadow work is and where to start. So I want us to take this minute to bring our focus, our attention, our awareness to the present moment. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, so shadow work, let's get to it. Shadow work is when we're healing and growing on a mental, emotional, spiritual level in an attempt to uncover everything that we was told to hide or everything that we was told to dislike about ourselves. So that's what shadow work is. It's getting to the root of our pain, getting to the root of the trauma. Let's uncover the sides of ourselves that we try to hide and keep in the shadow. So the shadow is the wounded parts that we try to hide, or the parts of us that we feel is wrong or bad, or that we feel like people would shame or pick on. That's the shadow self. So the shadow is a part of your unconscious mind. It contains everything that you're ashamed of, all the emotions that you suppress, your fears, your ideas that you lock away. All of those things is in your shadow, in your unconscious mind. So all of these suppressed emotions, all of these suppressed thoughts is causing you to feel angry, guilty, ashamed, unworthy, low self-esteem. All of that pain and trauma is causing you to feel those things about yourself. So if you get to the root of it, we can begin to heal. And so your shadow self develops as a child, and your circumstances as a child, your home environment shapes your characteristic traits. So if your parents neglected your emotions or neglected your accomplishments, you grew up as an adult that's trying to people please and be validated by others because you didn't receive it at home. So you're constantly seeking outside validation. You're constantly seeking somebody else's approval because your parents never gave it to you at home. So a lot of the things that we dealt with in our household affects how we are as adults. So that's why we got to get to the root of who we are. We got to tune in. We got to spend time with self. Figure out who we are instead of who we was told to be. So in order to accept or fit in, we learn to act a certain way. We wear a mask and adopt roles. We wear a mask and adopt roles. So we are willing to suppress our true selves just to fit in and be accepted by other people. Just to be considered normal, cool, trendy, popular. So it's like we shift and shape parts of ourselves to fit in these categories, when the reality of it is that's what's causing the shame. That's what's causing the guilt. That's what's causing the depression, because you're constantly being someone that you're not. Just be yourself. Who said it's wrong to be you? As long as you're committed to growth, you're committed to being a better version of you, what's wrong with that? There's no blueprint on how to be you. Nobody's life is going to look like yours. Your lane is your lane. Create your lane and stay in it. Do what makes you feel good to be you. So where to begin? Be committed to yourself. Be committed to yourself. And you have to make time for yourself. People love to say, oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And in my head, I'm like, so you have time to be miserable. You have time to complain. You have time to gossip. You have time to be outside. You got time for reckless BS, but you don't have time to better yourself. You don't have time to grow. You don't have time to heal. You don't have time to love yourself. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't be putting yourself in the situations that you put in just to feel good. Just to have that temporary pleasure, that temporary validation. You wouldn't be hanging around those people. You wouldn't be in the situations you was in if you loved yourself for real. Also, pay attention to your emotional reactions to situations. How do certain situations make you react? You have to be self-aware. That's what shadow work is. You have to be aware of the behavior so you can change it and be a better you. Let me see what else I have written down in my notes. Forgive yourself, accept yourself, commit to change, express yourself by journaling, coloring, painting, drawing. What works for me, I like to color, I like to journal, just listening to music and dancing. You just have to spend time with yourself to know what you like. Constantly running from your pain, running from your depression with distractions is not going to help you heal. It's not going to help you get to know yourself. It's not going to help you understand who you are. Can't nobody else tell you who you are. Can't nobody save you from you. That's just the fact of the matter, baby. You have to do the work. You have to do the digging. You have to want to heal and be better. You have to make the commitment. And so, with that being said, the journal prompt that I would love for you to write on and think about, Luna, can you get down? Thanks for interrupting my video. Is what do I love about myself and why? What do I dislike about myself and why? I want you to spend a couple minutes journaling on those two topics. And the affirmation that I want to leave with you guys is, I love myself unconditionally. Unconditionally means loving yourself fully, loving all of you. Loving the good, productive side, as well as loving the side that just want to sit and be on social media or cry and just not feel like it today. Love all of that. And just be committed to growing and being a better part of you. A better version of you. Accept the flaws. Accept the insecurities. Accept the fears. It's all a part of you. It's all making you who you are today. Love it all. Just be committed to growth. Be committed to being better. So affirm, I love myself unconditionally. I accept myself for who I am. Love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video.